Hi guys, welcome back to WatchGauge. My name is John Keel and I appreciate you watching these videos, man. I really do. And commenting and all that stuff. So let's kind of get into it. It's a Friday morning. It is pouring outside. We're getting a nor'easter. I got a little drip going on by my window here. You might hear in the background anyway. Let's make the best of a dreary day. Before we get started, let's do a quick wrist check. I am wearing a watch that I don't carry on WatchGauge. Let's see if I can focus in. This here is an AVIG. It is a brand that I've had my eyes on for quite a while. And you know, I've been in touch with Chip. We've been talking. I don't have anything on the table yet about becoming an authorized retailer. However, that's what I'm hoping to do. This watch, by the way, I am going to do a video on. This is called the Valkyrie. There are very, very, very few of these left. This happens to be a one of a kind. Long story short, they made a bronze model with a blue dial and blue bezel, and a bronze model with a green dial and a green bezel. For some reason, they made one green with blue and blue with green. So I ended up grabbing one, and I absolutely love it. Now, AVIG, just if any of you aren't familiar, it's as I've been looking at them online, I think they're great looking watches and everything. When I got it on my wrist, blown away. I mean, have you guys ever had that? You see watches, you think you like them or you like them, but then you see them in person and they're just 10 times better in person. That's AVIG for me. It's just what happened. On the contrary, there are other ones too where, you know, I saw a watch, I absolutely loved it in a magazine online, and then I went to check it out, or in one case, I actually went to buy one, and was so turned off when I saw it in person. So it's part of the fun of loving watches, of being, you know, making this your hobby, your passion. So let's get into it real quick. I don't want to keep this video long. I know a lot of my videos have been going a little long. I'm trying to keep them a little short. However, I got a package today. As many of you know, what'll happen is I'll talk to brands that may be interested in dealing with WatchGauge, or we're interested in dealing with them, or vice versa. And I was speaking with a company called Reverie. Reverie, I don't know a ton about, to be very honest with you. I think they have really good looking designs. I was speaking with the owners and I said, you know, let me get my hands on a sample model or one of your models so I can kind of see it in person, feel it, touch it, wear it for a day or two or three or whatever it may be, just so I know that if I'm putting something on WatchGauge, it is going to be of the best quality for the price, something that I myself would buy, which should make you guys feel comfortable buying from WatchGauge, which I hope it does. So let's get into opening this up and take a look at what they sent us. I think there's two in here. All right, so let's open up this package. So we have the DHL bag here. I can feel heavily packed inside. There are two different watch boxes. So let's take. Hey, by the way, if anybody has a good recommendation for an affordable but decent knife, I've been using my good old my Husky X-Acto blade here, and I have to kind of step up my game a little bit. So if anybody has any good recommendations, throw them in the comments below for a halfway decent, affordable, cool knife. You know, I was actually looking online for one, you know, maybe orange to match the WatchGauge colors. So again, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So, I have two boxes here. Let's take a peek and see what's inside. A sealed outer box. I'll get my embarrassing knife here again. Well, that seems pretty nice. Nicely packaged. Kind of like opening a present. For those of you who have not purchased a watch from WatchGauge yet, I like to gift wrap my watches as well. When somebody gets one, you kind of want to feel like you're opening a present. And these are samples, so I don't want to cut this stuff up just to get it off, because I will be sending them back. Unless, of course, we decide to become an authorized retailer. So, Reverie. Embossed here on the box. First look here. Okay, so this is a model they call the Sea Spirit. canvas strap that comes along with. These guys use a lot of bubble. Okay, so this is the watch. The Sea Spirit here is the one that actually first caught my eye. I'm just taking a little plastic off here. The reason being is you know, many of you know I'm a big dive watch fan. But one of the things when I first got into watches, I was the national sales manager for Chrono Swiss. What Chrono Swiss was known for was their dials having phenomenal guilloche. Now, guilloche is the term that describes a pattern on a dial, in a watch's case, a pattern on a dial that stems from the center and is a reoccurring or re-happening pattern there. So the Reverie Sea Spirit, you could see here, has a very, very deep, very nicely done guilloche pattern. That was one of the things I really wanted to look out for while I was, you know, one of the reasons I want to see this in person, because if guilloche is not done correctly, it looks awful. But as I'm slightly turning the watch around, I'm trying to prevent glare for you guys, you can catch the light and see that really nicely done guilloche. And I've read a couple of reviews, I've done a bit of research, and people said that the guilloche pattern on the Reverie is very well done. I happen to agree. So, nicely done. Let's take a look, because I know that they have an exhibition back. So first glance, looks very nice. The blue here is a protective coating, and I'm only say that because a lot of watch brands will put a protective coating on their crown with the logo, and I've seen people not remove it. The easiest way to remove that, a little quick tip: use some Scotch tape or some packing tape, put it on there, press firmly, and rip it off like a Band-Aid. That blue protective coating will easily come off. So sweet. Let's take a look at the other watch that they sent and see which model they sent here. Okay. Very nice travel box as their packaging. Additional strap. Paperwork. Okay, this is the GT. You never notice how awkward it is to get watches out of boxes sometimes and things like that until you have to do it on video that people are going to see. This one has the Mecha Quartz in it, even though it's a chronograph, which chronographs to me are typically a little bit sporty. This one also has, if I can get close enough here, a guilloche pattern. Some nice engraving on the back. Oh, look at that. If you guys can read that engraving there. Again, trying to work the glare here. Reverie, and then number 72 of 175. So only 175 of these pieces were made, limited edition. Nice checkerboard pattern around the back plate here to give it that sport feel. GT at 6 o'clock there. The thing I like about a Mecha Quartz movement is an automatic chronograph movement typically makes a watch a bit more expensive. A typical quartz movement, the second hand will tick once per second. So you see that second hand ticking along, one jump every second. What's nice about the Mecha Quartz chronograph movement is when you activate that chronograph and you press that start button, that second hand will sweep exactly like an automatic chronograph. So it gives the look of an automatic chronograph when the chronograph second hand is sweeping along there. Doesn't have that stereotypical tick of a quartz chronograph. So far, first good impression, Reverie. I like to unbox and get my first impression in true, live, honest to goodness form. Then what I'll do is I'll take them out for a little test drive. These are brand new pieces and they're going to most likely be sold, so I doubt I will wear either of these two for any length of time other than sitting here at my desk. But I will put it through the test of winding, setting, checking them out, do a timing check on them, and possibly if I really like them enough, maybe do a review video. Again, that way I know if I'm going to be doing business and representing a brand here on WatchGauge, that I know for sure that it's the best quality it can be for the price. So there we are. Tell me what you guys think about the Reverie watches. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's a button down here in the corner. You hit that. Like, comment, anything there is in the comments below. I often repost these on Facebook, so if you're on Facebook, you know, comment on there, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of that fun stuff. I'll put the handles in the description below, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope this rain clears out very quickly, and we'll talk to you next week.